So I was originally going to make the videos talking about the Greenlandic elections, and I probably will do that at some point, or if not, I will do a YouTube short on that specific issue, make it very quick. But then I just saw yesterday that Donald Trump called for the U.S. military to issue a military operation against the Houthis, the ones that are currently stationed in Yemen and, backed by the Islamic Republic of Iran and have been attacking a lot of boats within the area. It's basically kind of like the Horn of Africa all over again with pirates coming in and trying to take commercial shipping. But this has been an ongoing problem for quite a while now. In fact, this problem has been around for about a year. It's gone so bad that when one of our warships actually entered in that area, it was attacked at least 12 times. And apparently there's already been 4 sailors that have been killed. And officially, the Houthis are saying that they're engaging in this piracy. Well, they don't call it piracy, obviously, but it's obviously piracy. Due to the fact of the Israel-Hamas war going on, or it was going on, and of course, basically giving the finger to both the United Kingdom and to America, which is funny because a lot of their shipping did not include ships that were flying the American flag or the UK flag or even the Israeli flag. In fact, in March 2024, I believe it was a Philippine ship that had nothing to do with what was going on in Gaza that was taken over by the Houthis. They literally flew a helicopter in there and basically hijacked the ship. And several civilians have died. And nothing was done about this. I mean, to be fair, we had a dementia patient as president. But then Donald Trump came in, and just yesterday, on the 15th, he launched airstrikes from the USS Harry S. Truman. And they obliterated the fuck out of the Houthis. And I have absolutely no problem with this at all. Because if you guys do not know, and I learned this from the Fat Electrician, just to let you guys know, it was in regards to the Barbary Wars, where America used its young navy in order to fight off pirates. The U.S. Navy was created solely for the intent to fight piracy. We're just maintaining that tradition all the way from the late 1700s, and we've been continuing that for so long. Plus, the Houthis broke one of the major important rules in the known world. Do not touch with America's boats. And again, with the fact that Donald Trump is the president and he's a big-time strongman, you can tell that he was definitely itching to get some fucking payback on these bastards. So, and by the way, the Houthis, specifically the country of Yemen, it's in a place it's right next to the Red Sea. And it happens to be a major important shipping line, kind of like how the coast of Somalia is to some extent. But they are right next to the Red Sea, which in turn is connected to the Suez Canal. Now, here's the thing about that canal as well as the Red Sea. That helps shorten the distance from it. If you decide to bring a ship from somewhere in Europe, you can shorten the time it takes to get to the Indian Ocean or to somewhere in Asia or even Australia by taking the Suez Canal, instead of going all the way down to South Africa where there's issues with weather and tides and all that shit, considering the fact that 2 major oceans tend to collide with each other, and bypass those issues entirely, saving a lot of money. But the Houthis basically took advantage of this and decided to attack the shipping lanes, costing billions of dollars. By the way, the Suez Canal, it's the same reasoning of why we built the Panama Canal in the first place in the early of 20th century. because of course, there was the issue of time it takes to transport goods from the Atlantic to the Pacific, as well as the southern part of South America, where both the Pacific and Atlantic meet, and again, tidal waves, that sort of thing. But again, they did not learn. They didn't just not learn. They refused to learn about the simple rule: do not touch America's boats. And now they have paid the price for it. Now, they may try to beat their chest and try to proclaim that somehow that this is only strengthen their resolve and bullshit like that. I mean, hell, there was this... Hell, the fact that Hassan Piker actually had one of the Houthis who could be terrorists. I'm not entirely sure if he was, but the fact that he was interviewing this guy and actually claimed that he was the Monkey D. Luffy of the area is just so bizarre to me. That that there are people that actively encourage this and actively support terrorist organizations like this. But again, they fucked with America's boats for the last time. And I just want to give people a quick lesson. How many countries have learned the lesson, have figured out not to touch America's boats? Let's see. There was the Barbary Pirates, the Spanish, even though admittedly there is definitely evidence suggesting that it was the USS Maine explosion was an accident, but nonetheless we use that as an excuse, so I'm counting that. Partially the Lusitania, even though that was British, and we did not get into the First World War until 1917. Pearl Harbor, we literally dropped the sun on Japan twice. The Somali Pirates, this, do I even need to go on? The fact that all I can say that this entire operation was fucking based as fuck. This was something that, if you do not know Donald Trump is not fucking around, and he likes to fuck around and likes to do the whole fuck around, find out thing like he's been doing to a lot of countries like Canada, it's clear that message is being sent to the Houthis. Although, I do find it weird how a lot of people seem to forget who Donald Trump is, considering the fact that this is the same guy, back in 2017, that ordered ships, missile cruisers, to target a specific airfield or certain bases in Syria in order to send a message to the Russians, as well as to Bashar al-Assad at the time. This is the same guy who did that, and yet the Houthis thought that somehow they were big enough, bad enough that Donald Trump would not play the same game. Complete fucking dumbasses. And by the way, I would also like to mention and have an honorary mention in regards to do not touch our boats. Greenpeace in 1993. I definitely shout out to the podcast that the Fat Electrician was on when they mentioned a time when Greenpeace tried to protest in 1993 over the U.S. Navy having nuclear submarines and trying to jump on it in a restricted area, might I add. I'm definitely going to be linking that video in the description down below. But kids, just to let you know, what is the main rule? What is the main rule in politics in regards to America and its Navy, and all ships that fly the United States flag, and even all ships that are under the protection of the United States Navy? Do not touch our fucking boats. My name is Noah Meehan, the Arc of Truth. Please post your comments down below, like this video, subscribe, and share for friends. Also, if you have issues regarding my videos, such as how I speak or whatever, please post them in the comment section down below or directly message me. Thank you.
West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains.